So this is a deep one. How much do you think that broken homes affect people mentally?
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Broken homes could be the cause of your whole situation, your whole problem, the problems that you end up having in life, not even in relationships, but in life. Obviously, if you come from a broken home, depending whether the mom's there or the dad, you could even have both parents there and still be in a broken home in that sense, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's a deep one.
Absolutely, because the two parents might not be cooperating with each other, and then the kids are witnessing this, and they're learning, innit? They're picking up on,
that's a deep
how
one.
you two are dealing with each other, innit?
Mm.
And then when they go out on the streets now, so they literally just playing out what they see, innit, at home.
Yeah.
And I think that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think I see that a lot in people, man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me just leave it there.
Say more. What about you, Double?
I always say everything starts from home. So it's like even down to like how you treat your brethren, yeah. Potentially that's how you would treat your brothers first or your sister first.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and don't get twisted, even down to men, for example, yeah, like some people, it's like they've got sisters and they might not really F with their sister or whatever the case, for example. So when they go out into the world, they're going to deal with women like that.
So,
you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, I've got little brothers and sisters, and it's a good and a bad thing as well, because I would say this, I've got so much love for my little brothers and sisters. When I go outside, for example, my bridges, I try to treat them like that as well. So if I've got £5, we've both got £2.50 each and etc. But then after a while, the only bad thing about that is eventually after a while you don't know who to do it to and who not to, because people do take advantage of such people as well. Do you get what I mean?
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's just how I kind of look at it. Like everything from home first. So even down to, say, for example, broken homes. You know, you got this what's it called? This statement that everyone keeps saying, where they say, what's the statement where they say, I forgot what it was. I think it's you can't clean up outside if you haven't cleaned up inside.
Yeah, charity starts from home.
Yeah, charity, that, do you get what I mean? So it's like I always say to people, for example, sort it out at home first, and then your outside world should be a bit different. Do you get what I mean?
It'll reflect your
world at home. If you feel like shit inside, forget my language. But if you feel like rubbish inside, for example, if you feel like thing inside, it's going to reflect outside. Like people don't understand that. It's like with spirits, for example. Yeah, so you could see how someone's particular. Like if you just sit and observe people, for example, you'll see, okay, this person's like that at home, or this person might be putting on an act, or this person might be like this. Do you get what I mean? So
100%. Love that.
Yeah.
You?
So yes, I do think it has an impact, but not always the impact. Because I don't know if you guys know about Ben Carson. His mother couldn't read or write.
Okay.
Who is it?
Ben Carson, Dr. Ben Carson. So his mom told him, take up 2 libraries from the book every week, him and his brother.
Yeah.
Now he's a neurosurgeon, so not everything affects you.
Now, of course, it's how, but you know, is you have to be smart enough to program it. Like I always say, for example, and the reason I love that is, say for example, okay, I'm the first in my family to ever do music in my life. I had to learn that from somewhere or somewhere outside.
It's a conscious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you're conscious about it, for example, depending on how far you want to take it to, you can go all the way. It's like he just went all the way with it when his mum said that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I like that.
It's your motivation.
100%, yeah.
Like me, I lived in the favela.
In Brazil, yeah?
Brazil.
How's it like over there?
You lived everywhere, isn't it?
Well, literally. You have to make the situation out of it.
Of course, yeah.
But most people aren't going to be honest again. People in the rich areas don't have the facilities to understand the poor.
Of course, yeah. Vice versa, yeah.
There's more people.
Unless they've been through it.
There's more people who are successful in the poorer backgrounds than the rich background.
They're driven. Yeah, the motivation.
Yeah.
Not everything is given to you.
Yeah.
So you have to provide what you have.
Definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
But never let nothing limit you. Someone say you can't do that today, try and do it before then. There's always tomorrow, but you have to start from today.
Of course, yeah. I love when people tell me I can't do something. It makes me want to do it more. I swear to you.
Yeah, it gives you that motivation.
Yeah. My thing's called Motivation Global.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
love that.
So
I
yes.
just had the doctor who said, "Oh, you should be alive." Why shouldn't I be alive?
Yeah.
The doctor?
Me here and the cosmos.
Oh, is that what the doctor said to you?
He said,
Oh, wow.
I had an overdose when I was 4 and 5. They said, "Oh, you will never make it." Well, I was like, look, I'm here today as a blessing. So
That's
at the end of the day, God is watching.
No.
out.
That's
Yeah,
good, man.
that's God's work. It's God's work.
That's why sometimes you can't listen to other people.
Another
So
situation.
true.
Sorry, it's like with the COVID situation. People think you can bring the vaccine. If the vaccine benefits you, in that sense. If you think it can work, how come you're bringing so much out, but you can't have a cause repentance? So where are you getting these things from? And you're giving it to people from disadvantaged backgrounds. How come today you don't see the first person who had the vaccine? So it doesn't really make sense of the psychology of it.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, let's just wait and see the doctor say big documentary.
Yeah.
Where's that out?
It's meant to be out soon.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen the trailer for it.
What's that? The Nick Cannon one?
Yeah.
Wait, he still went on with it?
Yeah, I still went on with it.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. That's a brave step.
Yeah.
Proper.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
My perspective of broken homes, I would say they can have an effect on you mentally. In my personal experience, I've come from a broken home, so my parents got divorced when I was like really young. So I would say they can have an effect on you mentally. Yeah. But I do feel like if the dad is not around, it has more effect on the men than the women. But yeah, I do feel like...
Serious?
I reckon.
That, like, you sure?
Yeah, I do. But then I was going to say, when it comes to maybe relationships, when it comes to women, then it will be kind of different for them. Because it's like, maybe they don't know what to look for in a man exactly.
Yeah.
But with the men, it's more like they don't know what to look for in themselves. Yeah. So that's my perspective on it anyway.
That's what you need. That's what you need. Both parents, man.
Yeah, you do, man.
You do, man.
Yeah.
I always say,
good ones.
I always say, even down to men, for example, don't get twisted. It's just become the norm, for example. But a lot of us will have kids with girls that we're not going to be with forever. Do you know what I mean? Or women that we're not going to be with forever. I always advise men to still be in that child's life. Yeah. That's what I say to every single person that's around me that has kids. Whatever they choose to do is what they choose to do. But I'll always say try be in that child's life, because once it goes left, whether you like it or not, and how much you're lying to yourself, that's still your blood, fam.
Yeah,
exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, that child eventually will come looking for you.
Yeah.
That's what I love about God. Like, you're running there, but 18 years later, the child still comes to find you, fam.
It's so true.
So you might as well nip your pride and your ego. The girl's gonna make her conversation or whatever, but look after your child, fam. Yeah. 100%.
I like to understand what makes men feel that way. Like I don't know. It's not in my blood. Like,
what kind out?
Yeah, just to cut out. I can understand if you want to separate from the mom, innit? If she's just toxic and she's just not good for you.
I heard that's the main reason as well, you know.
Yeah, but what about the child? Like, how could he just not be in a child's life? Like,
I feel like some people don't have the mental capacity to deal with it. Yeah. They just don't have the mental capacity to deal with it. It could be like stuff they're going through themselves. Yeah. And they just
not ready as well.
Yeah, they don't know how to look after a child, and they don't want to have that responsibility. No, it doesn't justify it at all.
Never, it will never justify it. I say learn as you go, fam. The same way, for example, you don't know if you're going to get arrested if you're going to go do a move, but you're still running it because you need this money. I think you mentally have to look at your child like that.
Yeah, literally. You just created a whole person, like.
Fam, it's half of you. I can't look at half of myself and I'm just walking past me. You know?
It don't make no sense.
Yeah. Like when someone says, "You're my brother," like, you don't look like me,
though. Yeah. Exactly.
Same last name as you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Same father and mother, so it doesn't make sense. Like when the shopkeeper said, "Oh, my brother." No, I'm not your brother. I don't know.
But you still call him your brother, though.
Yeah. I don't know if my father had another child with another woman, so it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Also, again, it's like, I don't know if anyone's religious or believes in the cosmos. It's like Moses. He came from a broken home. He was adopted.
Yeah.
Raised in the palace. And then when he left Egypt, he went back. So he had to go back where he originally from. And then tell the truth where he started from at the end of the day.
Yeah. And I feel like there's more power to that as well, you know. Like in life, for example, you've got more knowing where you come from, regardless of the good or the bad or whatever. For example, just knowing that there's a certain energy and certain power in that thing there.
Yeah.
Your identity,
Yeah, 100%. You can lie to yourself and say, okay, I'm English, but if you're from Saudi Arabia, you're from Saudi Arabia. That's just the reality. You get what I mean? There's a certain power within that thing there. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Would you ever consider relationship counselling if your relationship got rocky? And your girl was like to you, you know what? I think we need to go to counselling.
I don't know. I've always been against it. I don't know why.
Why though? Why do you been against it?
I believe in the solution's always in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look hard enough, you'll find it. You know what I'm saying? If you really love each other and you're meant for each other, you're just gonna find it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see things, isn't it? The whole counselling thing is like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just feel like women are more okay with it than guys are. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I guess it depends.
I think you're right, to be honest.
The culture background as well.
Can't argue with that.
I guess it depends on the culture background you're from as well. Everyone experiences different things. If you look at some African cultures, women are mostly dominant in men because they have to raise the kids. So they know the strength where they're coming from.
Yeah, they're more stronger in that aspect.
And then the men would just be laid back. It's like the Lion King. You see, Simba, he was always on with his friends. And then his mother, you didn't see her throughout the movie at the end of the day.
That's true.
I don't mean you, Simba, over there.
Man's on you know. Wait, what was the question again? Because I thought about the answer, but I want to get it right as well. What was the question?
Would you ever consider counselling? If your relationship got rocky?
I don't knock therapy, but you know what I've always said about therapy? Therapy is basically, they're going to tell us everything we already know, but we're just not agreeing with it, with me and you. And then now therapy is just another person in the room to know our business, for example. Don't get twisted. If it's needed, if you get to the point where, do you know what, we both literally this is getting out of hand, then you might have to. But realistically, I've always said this. A lot of the time with therapy, for example, it's the same thing. The problem, the solution, and moving forward. You're going there to find the reason to move forward. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe if you two are a bit too left at the time, nothing's wrong with going to do it. But I do feel, for example, if my woman came to me, for example, regardless of where I've even got my mindset or everything, I should be able to understand what you're saying to me. And I should be able to find a solution, for example, to not have to deal with this tomorrow. And not in a bad way as well. I say this as well, and I think this should be understood as well. Like, let's say, for example, if my woman's come to me, she said, okay, I don't feel comfortable with so and so, or after a while we start styling on each other. I just think it's a very young way of how we're supposed to dealing with things, and that's why we eventually have to go there. I'm paying a man maybe a bill fifth or 2 bills to tell me everything I already know, but I'm just being stubborn about it. You know what I mean? So but that's some people. Some people, it has got too left and they need to have that conversation.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like counselling is good for the people who don't know how to communicate properly and they don't know how to get to the root of the problem. But for the people who know this is how we communicate, this is how we get to the root of the problem, it's like, I don't think they need it as much. But for the people who just, they don't really know. And some people don't even know that they don't know how to communicate. They just think, you know, this is the way I've been brought up, this is fine, but no, you're not communicating properly. You're not getting to the root of the problem. You're just causing more issues.
Yeah, they stop learning.
Yeah.
But I guess you said if you want to have counselling, you have to think of yourself. You have to communicate to know each other first. So that's the first counselling.
Exactly. Exactly.
Definitely.
So your woman should be a counsellor.
You should be each other's counsellor.
Jeremy Carr's not there anymore, so there's no
we're just giving him money for no reason.
It's all a system thing at the end of the day.
Do you think space is important in a relationship?
Absolutely.
You were quick. Yeah.
No, do you know why? Because this is someone that you're going to be with all the time. Like I said this to her, I was like, fam, even down to not in a bad way, but like how I see love, for example. I'm like, fam, this looks crazy, fam, or sounds crazy sometimes. You get what I mean? Like, fam, sometimes it's always good to. It's like your friends. You're not with your friends 24/7. Even down to your family, for example. Yeah, they're the people that you spend the most time with in life, and even them, you get sick of them sometimes. You get what I mean? You're not like, oh, I hate my mum or I hate my, but there's gonna be time that you stay to yourself, for example. Then I miss my mum, you know. I miss my pops. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta be able to miss them.
Yeah.
But if I'm in their space all the time, and then my mum's like, alright, sometimes and forgive me, mum. Yeah. So sometimes you'll be in the car, got the sat nav on. I know exactly where I'm going. My mum's still directing me. I'm like, mum, we're good, you know. The sat nav's on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But obviously, it's your mum. You're not gonna if it's your brethren, for example, you just ignore it. Do you get what I mean? So something like that, for example, you won't understand it. But then it's like the good thing about that is, if I haven't put it in the sat nav and then my mum's not in the car, I'll be like, I hit that left. I should have hit that left. If my mum was in the car right now, do you get what I mean? Yeah. So I always say it's just understanding these things as well and being conscious about it. But definitely spaces that I personally believe is needed.
Yeah, I agree with that. I love my space.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah, I just love my space too much.
You want to miss the person. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, you want to miss them.
Balance.
Balance,
I'm a people pleaser, but I'm also someone that likes to please myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be around people and then it's like, that's it. I'm done now. Like, I need to get away from people now. Like, I just need to go back into my man cave.
Yeah,
man cave.
It's for real.
Especially men. I believe men need their little corner.
Otherwise, you bug out.
You bug out and then they just start doing things that are just out of alignment.
Yeah, it's like out of character, fam.
Yeah, out of character, that's it.
It's true.
Space is needed, man. It is. Yeah. It is.
What do you think, Kieran?
Yeah, space is important. Yeah, very important. Because you have to take yourself away from the negative situations. You can't be around negativity. Because you don't know your own strength at the end of the day. So if you need space, you don't know if you might lash out. So you don't know your inner strength when you're angry at the end of the day.
That's facts.
You should know that. That's the thing. You need to train your mind to know.
But the thing is, we all have different perceptions when you know how you be, when you know your own strength. Like me, I might sound quiet, but I know I have a bad temper. So I have to get away. You have to do your self-love again. And then you have to self-isolate yourself.
You have to connect with yourself.
Like before, we all need space before COVID happened.
Yeah.
So why can't you take it now?
That's facts.
You have to isolate yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah. You know what? I've really loved my space in this time.
Yeah.
People.
I'm bugging out.
People have been like to me, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm more than okay." Like I found myself on a deeper level now. You know, I've been able to connect with myself more because I'm always on the go, going to filming, going to shoots. Let me just sit back a bit.
Yeah, that's it.
Get to spend, a few months with my family, and then get to just be in my own space. It's been quite nice. But obviously, you need human interaction as well.
Of course.
But you have to think again, who was there when you needed space the most as well?
God.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's true.
Gonna end this. If your ex had to describe you in 3 words, what would they say? And be honest, positive and negative.
Okay.
I think my ex hates me at the moment still. I just think, I don't know. I don't actually know. But 3 words, that's harsh still. No, actually, I'm lying. She likes me. I just thought about it, like. My ex. I just thought about it. At first, I was thinking that. I would say. The only thing I would say is I didn't have as much time as I needed to make it go to where it needed to go to.
Okay.
So yeah, I never had time, but I was a down to earth person.
Okay.
And I was understanding. I would say that she would say that about me.
Okay. So never had time, down to earth, understanding.
Yeah. It's a bit. The never had time kind of ruined it, but apart from that, yeah.
I would say, my ex would probably say that I'm loving, caring, but then probably
I had to put one bad one in there.
I think I know what you're thinking.
You have to, fam.
Let's just say, like, maybe traumatized.
Ooh,
Because I
That's a good
feel
one,
that
that's
word,
a deep one.
that word kind of spreads into
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's why I didn't have time as well.
That's it. So
That's
I'd say
traumatized.
traumatized because then that could come being traumatized. You can, from time to time, you can be selfish, maybe even controlling.
Yeah,
you know, all these little things, just like we were saying, doing things out of character. I think I did a lot of things out of character in my early days. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn that about myself and learn to understand through other relationships when I started repeating the same things and then realizing, oh, you know what? Maybe it was me, you know. Maybe one or two things was me, you know what I'm saying? And then I picked that up and
that's
I
good
started
to know,
realizing
though.
that's
Deep to know.
Yeah. I definitely traumatized. I'd say.
Ooh,
that's a good one, still.
that's a deep one, boy.
Yeah.
What about you, Kieran?
I would say probably nerdy, to be honest. Nerdy.
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 Hey, that's a good thing though, slightly.
Yeah.
I was always like reading stuff. I actually don't know.
But you was lit.
For real.
That's a good one.
I said nerdy, you know.
That's not even a bad one. That's calm. I like that.
Yeah. What about the other two?
I wish I was more nerdy.
I was saying, she would say nerdy. A person is a teacher, maybe understand possibly, but nerdy and a teacher.
Nerdy and teaching and understanding.
I would say that, or maybe mostly a nerd and a teacher.
That's calm.
Okay.
I don't know.
Nice.
Within the best of relationships.
Yeah. Okay.
What did I say about me?
Be real as well.
I will be.
Speak up for you then.
I'm gonna give 4.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm gonna say loyal because I want to give balance in it. I want to give 2 good ones, 2 not so good ones. I'm gonna say loyal, honest, stubborn, and a diva.
Ooh.
I might have stubborn in there as well, you know. I might have stubborn in there.
Really?
Yeah, I'm stubborn.
A diva, yeah. I get told that a lot though.
Serious?
Yeah, but it's only if you still on my good side, it's calm. But otherwise, I'll just be a bit of a diva.
What's your star sign again, sorry?
Aries.
That's right.
Fire.
That's why the fire.
I'm glad I ain't been on the receiving end of that.
No, I'm calm. I'm actually a very peaceful person. But I feel like if somebody gets on the wrong side of me, then it's not so great. But yeah, I'm just calm. I prefer to just leave a situation if I don't feel at peace.
Yeah, that's. I got like that when I got
older. That's what I'm gonna say as well. Actually.
Yeah.
Before that, I'm going back and forth.
Yeah.
I got time as well.
What do you mean?
I don't have the time for that.
I'm trying to make you feel stupid, everything. Trust me.
But yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thank you. That was a really interesting one. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Mind, Body, Soul UK.
Yeah.
It's been nice.
Until next time.
Time for the snack.
Yeah.